Hey everyone, it's David. Welcome or welcome back. So today I thought we could take a look at my potted cactus and succulent collection and see how everything is looking in late winter 2025. Let's get started and take a look. Let's start over on this side. This is my more shady section. Up here, some of these I have labeled. I've been getting much better at my labeling. Hotoria. This is more of a tropical kind of cactus, and it has yellow flowers in the spring. I believe one common name is the dancing bones cactus. And then down here I have a bunch of different Haworthia. Love this one. This one's really nice as well. Love the color on that. This one has a nice color as well. Haworthia truncata. I have this one labeled. This is an Adromyscus Marnier, I believe is the species. We repotted this last year, I believe, and I am seeing there is some new growth, some new leaves starting here. Stapelia. I've noticed these, I got 3 of them this past fall, and I've tried keeping them outside over the winter, and this one especially down here is not looking so good. There is still some alive parts in the middle, but it did not like being outdoors over the winter here, so I'll have to change what I'm doing with this. I thought maybe they would do fine outdoors here over the winter, because I have seen some of them in some local gardens in my area, but I think they were just in much more protected areas, so they did much better. But hopefully next year I'll have better luck with those, because it is such a cool, interesting plant. This is an Aeonium. Here's a pickle plant looking pretty nice. And here's my oldest Haworthia. This one, so big. I love all the offsets. And I am noticing that there is a bunch of little starts of flower buds everywhere just popping out. So this one will be blooming soon. This is a Easter cactus. I find this does better outdoors over the winter than Christmas cactus do. They seem to have a little bit more cold hardiness, at least for me. Dicea, have a bunch of those everywhere. This one just recently flowered. It has nice purple flowers in the winter, and I actually started a bunch of these from seed, which we'll see down there in a second. These I started from seed as well from last year. A couple Fulcaria, some random Lophophora graft, which has been struggling a little bit, but we are in winter, so hopefully in the spring this takes off. Aeonium cutting. This is a aloe that I started from a little baby plantlet that started on a stem of another aloe. Here's an orchid. I'm just always trying to keep orchids outdoors, although it's a little cold here, but some people are able to do it. Same with these bromeliads. I tried keeping them outside over the winter to see how they would do in our kind of cold, rainy winters. And I would say 2 out of 3, well, they all lived. But this one right here, I would say looks a little bit sadder than the rest of them. I did kind of trim up the leaves. It is making it so far, but this one seems to be pouting a little bit more than the other 2. This one seems to have done fine. This one, fine as well. Some of that damage is actually from sun damage last summer, not from the winter, so I think this one will be fine over the winter as well. And then down here, recently I've been working on potting up a lot of my cactus and succulent seedlings into individual pots. So I worked on that a couple weeks ago. A bunch of different Focaria over here. This is the Mario Testella Union Delensis, that succulent that has the purple flowers in the winter. I started a bunch of those from seed. We have some baby tears. Here's some more grafts that I've done in the past. This one looks really nice. This one took really well. I've had that for a couple years now, actually. Just keeping it in this area with my seedlings. Here are a bunch of Astrophytum seedlings. We have a bunch of cactus over here. Neoporteria occulta. Got a few of those. This is a Mammillaria ferrarubra. These are some Trichocereus hybrids, my own hybrids. So yeah, I have all of these succulents now, and I've always enjoyed starting cactus and succulents from seed. I like to do it every winter, but now I'm getting more succulents than is easy for me to get rid of. So I think I need to somehow start building relationships with local nurseries and see if they'd be interested in buying trays of my cactus and succulent starts. I've never done this before, so if anybody else has any experience doing this, I'd love to hear what you do, kind of maybe what you say. Do you show up in person? Do you call on the phone? Any advice of how to sell your plant starts to local nurseries? I'd love to hear from you, so please reach out. And then continuing on with our tour. This is the, Frizzle Sizzle, I think is the common name. I started these last fall with little bulbs. They're looking super cute. I'm glad I have these in my collection. A Gasteria. This is a type of bromeliad. It's look at the tag, it's totally bent over. Deuterochondria brevifolia. I think there's another, I forget what the accepted name is these days. I could put it on the screen though. And then this definitely needs to be repotted, as you can tell, but I love this plant, it's so cool. And then we have another Dicea here, a little Gasteria, and then a little succulent. I forget what it's called, something orange. Little leaf fell in here and took root, decided to leave it. Aloe, this is called Diablo. Rat tail cactus, hoping I get a lot of blooms from this in the spring like I did last year. And then I just have like that's a Parodia, mixed succulents, aloe. This is a monkey tail cactus, a nice face pot. This is an epiphyllum. It really needs to be repotted. I noticed it kind of struggled toward the end of this year, but it looked so great last year and had all these really cool pink fruit on it. But I need to get on this and repot it. Another Dicea. More mixed succulents. I noticed this variety right here has tons of flower buds starting on that. Actually, this one up here too has flower buds. So you can tell spring is on its way. Flowers are coming. Even a lot of the cactus we'll see soon have some flower buds started. And then let's continue on. This is aloe white fox, and actually there's one flower stalk coming. There should be a lot more soon. And actually, speaking of white fox, I want to show you guys some aloe hybrids that I made, and this is one of the parents. Let's see where they are. Right here. These are the two better ones. There's kind of, they have like longer, thinner leaves and kind of the white coloring from the white fox. And I'll show you the other parent. Just continue on, we'll come back. Not the best picture because it's no longer flowering. I'll see if I can find a picture of this flowering, but this is Aloe bellatula, and it has very, very thin long leaves. So I was hoping to kind of get the shape of the long leaf with the white color, which I did. So I think I'll just grow these on for a little bit longer until they're flowering size before I can name them. I'll be able to give them my own cultivar name since they're my own creations, but that was pretty exciting. I have a few others, but they don't seem quite as interesting, but I'll still grow them on and see what happens. All right, let's rewind a bit. So down here are some plants I started from seed. I think it's a Josephine. I forget the species, but I'll put the name on the screen. And I'll also maybe show some pictures of mature plants, but this is a bulbed plant, very slow growing, from South Africa. But it has amazing flowers, and it's a winter rain plant, which in my area, I'm a winter rain area, so it's nice when I don't have to give things much moisture in the summer, and then it uses our natural rain in the winter. And then just some random cactuses here, some mammillaria and tephro-cactus. We already looked at the aloes here. Looks like we have some tiger jaws, another aloe, some gasteria that I started from seed, an aloe, I forget, I think this one might be called sparkler, but this actually I think I want to plant in the ground. Same with these gasteria, I'll probably move them into the ground. Next shelf up, these are just, looks like we have some astrophytum, a mammillaria, gymnoclaceum. These are just cactus that I started from seed. I forget the name of this one, but I sometimes use it as a rootstock when I'm doing grafting. And then moving on, we have some gymnoclaceums here, astrophytum, some aloes that I grew from seed. This is a cactus I grew from seed, Wildentera. Sorry, I'll put the name on the screen. And then back here, this is a Euphorbia milii that has yellow flowers. And then on the next tray up, looks like we have a few gymnoclaceums. This one looks like it did not survive the winter, unfortunately. Very sad about that. I think these over here are tephro-cactus. Then we have some mammillarias, a mellow cactus. This is a golden barrel. And then this mammillaria back here, you can see it's just starting to bud up pretty well. So we'll have flowers on that pretty soon. Same thing with this Euphorbia obesa. I noticed there's some flower buds started on the top of that. So that will be nice to see fairly soon. And then going to the next shelf up, looks like these are all mammillaria. They're all ones that I started from seed several years ago and are now getting to be fairly mature. And then this one right here, I see also has a few little flower buds started. That one back there. And then one more tray up here. Looks like we have all different kinds of things. Looks like this is some mammillaria, natto cactus, Coryphantha, and then let's see, we have one more shelf this way. We have this little kind of random succulents together in here. Loving the color on that right now, very bright, and lots of new growth from the base of these two, so that'll be nice once it fills out. These are Parodia. I started from seed many years ago. Here's a couple different gasteria, and I see that both of these are also budding up. See that there? You can see this one coming out here. Next shelf down. Just missed this aloe blooming. This is an astrophytum that has, I believe, 8 ribs. And this is a myriostigma. It typically has 5 ribs, so this is more of an unusual one. And then the next shelf down, got some pharaoh cactus, a rubutia, a little bit of a flower starting there. And I see when I go around, there's a couple more popping out. Lophophora is back there. Like the ribs on these. And we do have a living stone back there, and I'm seeing the next generation of leaves are just starting to pop out. So I'll be cutting back on watering now. And then I just have a few more randomly placed pots down here. This is a type of bromeliad native to Texas. I'm liking the red color that's coming out on that. This is that aloe bellatula. Got some aloes, tephro cactus. These are mangave. I moved one of my mangaves out in the front landscaping, and there was a whole bunch of little pups. So I decided to pot those up and see if I can get them started. Here's just a viola that I started from seed. So we're just enjoying these for the winter time while it's still cool. And then I guess I'll just keep going since we have a little succulent bed right here. I do need to do work on this. I think I'm going to take out the aeoniums and maybe put some taller cactus in the back. I do want to kind of reconstruct this bed. And then here's some more little pansies that I started from seed. I have a bunch of succulent cuttings, senecio, in here, and those actually came from here. I have that senecio right here. You can see it's kind of flopped over, which is why I cut them back and kind of tried to restart. But the one that's left here is actually crested. This is a crested top here, which is kind of a cool, interesting growth form. So I'm trying to decide what to do with that. I'm thinking I'm gonna cut it here and try to reroot this section and keep this crested part going, since it's kind of a really interesting growth form. And then I'll just show you really quick. I just have like some gasteria and Perodia cactus, a bunch of different little succulent starts everywhere, a cactus that I moved from another area that wasn't doing well. But I kind of want to reconstruct this area as well, and maybe do a lot more cactus in here since it is close to the house, or technically this is the garage here. It's a little bit protected from the rain and the harshest sun, so I just want to redo this a little bit. All right, so that's how my potted cactus and succulent collection is looking in the winter of 2025. I hope you enjoyed taking a little look at what I have growing this winter. If you like this sort of content, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.